Okay, we're live? Yes.
Yes, on Instagram and it looks like on Facebook.
Hi, everybody. We'll wait until people get on here. And
good, there we go.
Thank you for being patient. We are about 10 minutes into it. There were some technical challenges.
Opportunities.
Opportunities for growth.
Not to quit before the miracle happens.
There you go with dedication and persistence, right? And lots of holding space for it, that it will all work in divine order. And so we're here today. Hi, friends. Welcome. And we're getting a lot of people on Instagram. Let us know where you're from. Say hi, click like, share us with your friends. And my name is Bridget Parvin and
Doug Parvin.
Hi, guys. And we do this weekly on the Facebook page, How to Get Your Life Back. And it's called Serenity and Sobriety. And don't let the name Sobriety fool you, okay? Just this is for living consciously, living awake, and living clear-minded is what it is. So there's no judgment here. And what we're doing is we like to carry hope to people who maybe feel like they're trapped in addictions, alcoholism, addictions, relationships, workaholism, anything you name it. If you're living on this planet, you're addicted to something. Statistics show this and prove it. There's proof with that. So every week we have a topic for discussion. I'll start and then Doug will share his experience with it. Then we leave it open afterwards for any questions, answers, or any guidance or readings afterwards. So if you do have any questions where you want some readings done, please be specific with what you're looking for and write it down. So it won't be just kind of like a general reading, just whatever you're needing guidance for. And also we will get to as many people as we can. And if we miss you, we're sorry. We see you there, but this moves so quick on the Facebook Live that to keep track of it and refreshing the page, sometimes there's glitches that happen. And at the very end, we have a reading for everybody for the whole group of participation. And also, if you're watching this later, after it's the live broadcast, then you also will get the reading from there. And so we'd love to hear where you're from, and click like, share. And we have a website. It's bridgetparvin.com. where if you would further like some guidance, my appointment schedules, prices, and everything, and all information is on there. Okay, so we're really glad you joined us this week. And the topic is miracles. Don't quit before the miracle happens. And so one thing in recovery is life is a miracle, is what I have learned. And one of the things that it's so easy to forget about miracles and blessings in everyday life. So some of the ways that we possibly can not see them is if we're complacent with life and going about everyday business, going about the daily duties and job obligations and taking care of everything we need to, we miss out often on the little miracles. So as a tool, by practicing gratitude, it's kind of like a checklist, and it sounds simple, and it is simple, but yet the more frequently you practice it, the more you will see the miracles all around you. It keeps us aware of the miracles when we have a gratitude list, whether they're large or small, especially on the journey of recovery from anything. So if you're in recovery, first of all, you're a walking miracle. And also if you're alive today and not in recovery, you're a miracle. There's purpose. There's some plan that is especially designed for you that only you could fulfill. I know this for a fact. I've had many opportunities to have this proven in my life, and I'll share some of those as we go along. And one of the things is when there's a plot twist, when things don't go as planned as you had thought they were going to be, or if you've been goal set and there's been like a derailing or just kind of like a plot twist with a turn of events, know that what you can do is do your best and leave the rest over to your Creator. And I'd like to ask, and if you could put down on here, I'd like your feedback. What challenges do you have in your life? What do you need to let go of and go with the flow and bend instead of breaking? What are you facing today? And I love, as just some samples, I love Walt Disney, his example. I love Louise Hay. I love the man who developed Hershey's, and also Bill Wilson, the co-founder of the 12 Steps, of the biggest movement of our era. And one of the things with Walt Disney's, there's a story I'll never forget. It was out in Orange County, and he was in his truck, from the story that I knew. It was a jalopy truck, and he goes out in this orchard of orange fields, of course, and he looks out in the fields, and he tells his best friend of his vision. And he asked his best friend if he wanted to partake on this journey, and his friend was like, "You've got to be kidding. This is like insane," basically. And his friend didn't join him on it. And that is the man who developed Disneyland. And you can just see the magnitude of that vision and that dream. The other one was with Louise Hay, and from my understanding is she developed Hay House in her 50s. And until then, she used to live within her means daily and even bounce checks. And that is also how the company was developed. That is phenomenal. Just very a powerful role model. Hershey's, kind of the same way. The guy ended up going bankrupt a multitude of times before he was successful. So the key here is don't give up on your dreams. One of my all-time favorites is with Bill Wilson. He had this dream of this movement with recovery, and what he used to do is he used to sell stocks and bonds of something that wasn't even available yet. And he was selling books, his books of the big book, that weren't even available yet, and they were printing them as they were available in this frenzy and juggling all of this stuff. And that is very inspiring. So don't let go, no matter what. If something's been placed on your heart for your life purpose, don't let go of your dreams. Let go of the outcome and what it looks like for you to get there, but know that everything is all in divine order. Another thing that has happened for me is I've had situations in my life where there were challenges. Many years ago, when I live in Northern California, I developed a hair salon that was one of the very first cutting edge in Northern California, especially in our area, of a chemical-free salon 24 years ago. And in that, my boss asked me what I was doing. I had become ill from working with the chemicals, and I said, I'm going to open my first salon, and it's going to be chemical free. And I was a lot younger then, and he even said, "Kid, why don't you change professions? Just let it go." And I was like, "George, you don't understand. I have this vision, and it's of saving the earth, being a chemical free planet." And people came in by the masses. And as word of mouth spread, I had encouragement from the local hospitals, from lung specialists, from doctors, and just my clientele has been golden ever since then. And I never gave up. I could have just threw in the towel, no pun intended, hairdressers, threw in the towel, but I had this dream, and now, my daughter even works there. It's a family owned and operated business, and it's beautiful. Then the second you think it's time to give up or to let a dream go, it's oftentimes when we can become stuck. So if you tend to become stuck from a broken dream, don't settle for good when God has better plans. Okay, and there's a saying, and it's also another Bill Wilson saying, good is the enemy of best. So if you know the beginning, middle, and end, it's your plan. If you only know the beginning and middle and don't know the outcome, then there's your Creator, the universe, the God of your own understanding, whatever you want to call your belief system. That is exactly what's in control of it. So don't give up. Another thing is just go into prayer and meditation. Listen with clarity of what to do next, what action steps to take next, or do you need to be still? These are exercises to do, but when you're in meditation, you will clearly get your answers. Do I need to take some action step? Do I need to go and talk to a friend? Do I need to go in partnership or start a GoFundMe? Do I need to let other people know where this will be a team and maybe something's existing already and I'll just join them? You know, there's always these things that come as brilliant ideas are really the next indicated steps to take action on. That may not be the avenue of the direction or where you're going to land, but at least you're doing what they call as the footwork. And then that's when the doors open and miracles for something grander happen. So don't stop. And so when you hit a wall, and instead of saying, why me, in meditation, ask, what do I do next? There's a difference there. See, why me kind of closes and the doors kind of just shuts down. And what do I do next is a very empowering. So I love what my mentor Polly says. You know, whenever life is in session and life on life's terms happening, and I call her in a frenzy, and I let her know she asks me, what is your biggest fear? What's the worst thing that can happen? And I'll share it with her. And she'll say, well, Bridget, that's not happening today. And I'll go, oh, it's not. And she'll just say, now go do your appointments, whether it's reading, life coaching, or doing some of my other intuitive work. Those are my plans, you know, or if there's hair to do that day, or if there's appointments outside of the work area. Tend to what's in front of us is the key, and those doors open. So one of the things that's very important is to know when the next step is indicated. You know when that next step is indicated, you know to move forward and move ahead with what step to take. So you're not left at a loss. There's solutions here, and we want to be solution-based. We don't want to stay stuck and stagnant or think of something as lost dreams. We want to keep on going, keep on moving forward. If a door closes, that's okay. That just wasn't the door. And these are the kind of things where you get to live fully present in the day and live life to the fullest and not get bitter, not get regretful, and be, you know, one of the things that I'm really learning today for myself is to, and I love to practice, is being inclusive in embracing people with all walks of life. When we have our shop here in Auburn, California, and people always say, oh, you have the most beautiful things here. And what is it? And we say, we like to offer people hope. No matter, it makes me want to cry, no matter what spiritual path you're on, or anybody, whatever offers you hope, go and frequent that place often and learn all you can about it, and find what opens you up, and find what brings you balance, find what brings you security. And the biggest thing that we need to all come from is love. Love is the answer, and love is everything right now. And to not shut people out of our lives, and to be that loving presence. And so these are where miracles happen. So you can be a miracle in someone else's life. If you get the idea to pick up that phone and call a friend because you have not talked to them for a while, and maybe you don't have time to make a phone call because that might take a while, send them a text. If you need to, send them a letter in the mail. Whatever avenue of communication you have, whether it's Facebook Messenger, go on their wall on Facebook, go on Instagram, let them know you're thinking of them and sending them love. You know, and these are the kind of things where we are and can be living, breathing miracle magnets. So who out there wants to join me with being miracle magnets and just making this world a better place, less division, bringing in more unity, not separation. That's not going to solve what we have going on here. be a person who brings miracles into your life first and foremost, and then into other people's lives. And so I'd love to hear from you now, Doug.
Thank you. That was, yeah. Don't quit before the miracles happen.
Don't quit before the miracle happens.
Thank you guys for waiting and hanging out with us. A little technical opportunities, not difficulties, opportunities. We stuck with it, and here we are. Always an opportunity.
Yes.
But I love the topic, and you know, don't quit before the miracle or miracles. You know, because more than one happen, and you know, it's like first and foremost is recovery or sobriety or getting clean and sober. You know, it's having that. I do sound healing and that, mm-hmm. and I work with frequencies, and we talk about frequency shifting, which we've got going on all over the place. But there's that tendency when there's you can do cymatics, which is putting sound or vibration to a bowl of water, and you'll get this pattern in this water. And in order for you to raise the vibration, all of a sudden the water, instead of having this geometrical shape, it'll start bouncing around and splashing and making all this chaos. Mm-hmm. And the tendency is once, you know, it's like, you know, the chaos in your life or something, yeah, I can have the tendency to want to get scared or nervous or whatever that looks like, and then sink back into what was comfortable. It wasn't good. It's like Bridget said, you know, good is the enemy of the best. It's like it was, but I knew what to expect. I was afraid of what I don't know. And so the idea is moving through that frequency and that chaos into a higher frequency. And once you start going into that, you see all the chaos, and then all of a sudden it pops into this next new geometric form, which is more complex, more beautiful, and that's the thing. It's moving in through that frequency shift, and that's the miracle. It's like, and that's just
right.
What I mean. You can, you know, you go through that one, and then you just keep raising the vibration, and there's more, you know, chaos, and then boom, another more complex design, and I believe that's what we're going through, and you know, recovery is a big one. You know, you can on Ayurveda, you know, tamas and rajas, and mm-hmm. And you can go through that, but it's that, you know, it's like when I know when I was getting sober, you know, I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. For one, that was the surrender. I was like, I was willing to do what I didn't, steps and suggestions I didn't believe in, and it was uncomfortable. You know, it was really uncomfortable trying to, you know, getting sober and all these new things and everything. And, you know, I wanted to be in control and all that kind of stuff. And it was a process. And here's the thing. It's like, oh, it's, you know, I would, you know, it's like, this is, you know, it's hard. It's all this stuff. Well, you know, keep on going, like with your dreams and whatnot, you know, your sobriety, you know, push through these things, take that frequency shift, move to that next level.
Yes. And
you get more, there's more opportunities. Here's the thing. And the beautiful thing about this is, you know, your higher power, your creator, whatever. It's like when I was drinking and drugging and doing all those things, there was dreams that I just flat out forgot about because they weren't going to happen. I mean, I was doing what I was doing, and there's no dreams. You know, there was no hope. There was nothing. And once I got sober, and I've been sober for a little while, and doing things, and you know, started to, you know, get a life. These things started happening, and I started getting. You know, I got this job with this company, and Bridget and I had been going out, and all these things are going on. And I'm driving down towards Sacramento, down towards like the valley from we live up in the foothills, and I'm driving down there. One day I'm coming back from work, coming up the hills in the foothills, and this overwhelming sense of gratitude washed over me because I remembered when I was younger and down there, I used to come up here into these foothills and escape or do whatever just to breathe, you know. And I had always wanted to live up here. And the thing was I never did, you know. And until I got sober and had moved up here, and I'm driving up driving up the hill, and it washed over me that, oh my God, this was a dream that I just absolutely had forgotten about, and my Creator has put this in front of me. You know, I'm coming up, I'm working, I've got a good job, I've got a place to live, I've got this beautiful family, and I was a dream that I had totally forgotten about. So don't shortchange yourself.
Right.
You know, there's so much. There's so much, and then that's the thing. If I would have quit, or I would have, you know, don't quit before the miracles happen, and just keep doing. You know, some days in recovery, it's like some days just not drinking is good enough, and being uncomfortable and everything. And there's a saying. Well, I don't know if it's my saying, but there's a saying, and I say, you know, in recovery, it's like I want to change my life. I want to get a life. I want to be happy and more comfortable in my own skin. And I've said it to guys, and I'll just share it with you guys because we're people. But it's like trying to change your life. It's like when you go to the bathroom. Bridget doesn't like the saying, I don't think. But when you go to the bathroom, and you know, it's like trying to change and use the other hand when you're going to the bathroom. It's messy, and that's the thing about changing your life and getting you know, trying these other things. It can be messy. It's like trying these other suggestions that people are talking about. You know, it's like, man, that's not going to work, and then I try it and it works, and it's just you know, moving forward and trying these new things, and it's moving me into the person that I want to be, you know, trying to move in that direction. There's a lot of, you know, it's like when I got sick with the Lyme disease in 2003, you know, and I kept doing what was indicated and just kept persisting and doing these things. And yeah, there's down times. I mean, I was flat on my back for 3 years. I mean, there was a lot of, you know, Bridget mentioned, you know, why me? And I've been on this path for a while prior to, and I'd already developed a foundation, a spiritual foundation on a Creator that I you know, I don't, it's funny, it's like we say it, talk about it, it's not, we don't like believe in miracles, we depend on them. You know, it's stepping out there where the water's swift. It's like trying these things and being the support coming around you as you go out, you know. And the beautiful thing is, and I love Radley Valentine. He's got the book, the Genie book, and it's the more he's himself, the more it's received. The more, you know, the more we're ourselves, the more we step out and be ourselves, the more, I guess, real or attractive that is. And so just be that quirky, that funny, you know, or that serious, or, you know, all of it, just being you. And that's, you know, that can be scary. That brings that vulnerability out, and, you know, sometimes wanting to fit in and all that kind of stuff. And it's like, I'll, you know, do this so I'll fit in, you know. And that's like with the alcohol, drugs, and alcohol. I was uncomfortable, so I would do that so I could fit in, and it quit working. And so, you know, you remove that stuff, and I get to learn who I am, you know, who I am, and what my beliefs are, and what my likes are, and what, you know, what resonates with me, and what doesn't resonate with me, and just finding, you know, it's on those temple, or in the recovery, there's the medallions, and they say, "To thine own self be true," or, you know, the temples that say, you know thyself. And it's the more I get to know me, the more comfortable I can be in my own skin. And that's, you know, progress, and that's moving forward and doing that stuff. But it takes practice, and that's the thing. It's like, don't stop before the miracle happens, because it's like sometimes, you know, like I talked about that frequency shift, you know, just giving up. And, you know, some of that giving up is a surrender, but it's moving forward to, you know, to be the person I want to be. You know, I like working with my mentor. I'll be working on some specific thing or something, and I think I've achieved that goal or something, and you know, I made a comment one time, something to the effect of, you know, I've done pretty good on this, I think, and do you think there's any more in, you know, this I could work? And he lovingly says, you know, oh yeah, you've got lots of room. You know, there's lots of room to grow. And so I've got lots to work with. So as long as I'm here, I'm always wanting to better. I think honestly all of us are doing it. As we're here, we're wanting to better our lives and be more content and have the spirit, you know, the spirit and the love and the joy and the contentment, and also to embrace the sorrows and knowing what they are, and even the fears. It's like, oh, that just scared me, and thinking or coming out in anger and learning that, to get to anger I had to have jumped over a fear. And so learning myself, and it's like, oh, it looked like anger for a second. It's like, oh, I just got afraid. That's all, and that's all it was. And I'm afraid that I'm going to lose something that I think is mine, or my biggest one is not get my way, and I'll jump out in that. And so, but knowing those and anymore, that those kind of things become road signs, down the road. And it's like, oh, that's what just happened. That's all that happened. It's like, oh, that's scary. And it's especially when you're pursuing your dreams, and sometimes these things come across your path, and it's like it's an opportunity anymore. It's not a problem. It's an opportunity. Okay, what are we going to do here? And generally, if you stick through it and go through, with the miracles, and it's like, okay, it's a bend in the road. I don't know what's ahead of me, but I'm just going to do these things that are right here in front of me, and the rest will work itself. It'll come out to the best and highest good. So, stick with it, and being with groups of people like you guys, and getting to share our little, idiosyncrasies and whatnot with each other, and our progresses and our opportunities, to move forward. We find out we're not alone, and we get to share with each other, and it's like, oh yeah, I remember they did something like that, and it's like, okay, I'm not, we do classes here at Studio B, the Sound Healing Sanctuary, and
tell them your website. So there's crystal bowl downloads for meditation.
There's a YouTube channel, yeah.
It's beautiful.
12 Sound Solutions, 12 Sound Solutions, and there's free videos over there. But we do these classes, and it's, as people are coming in, and you kind of, and we're all kind of, there's this energy and these frequencies, and there's, things going on in the world and in the planet, all these kind of things, and it's like, if we share what's going on, it's like, oh, I'm kind of feeling that way too, and it's like, okay, so it's just, we'll get through this together. That's like recovery. That's what recovery is. We'll get through this together. We're not alone. So. I've probably gone on a little while, so.
One of oh, thank you though for sharing.
Thank you.
You went on perfect timing.
We started late.
One of the things that was taught to me was miracles are our spirit's way of remaining anonymous. Otherwise, if we were doing footwork and then if a miracle didn't happen, we would take credit for whatever happened. So that's how come miracles and outlandish things happen, because it just kind of keeps our egos in check, and knowing that we're not the ones that did it. And that's where Spirit's able to work in our lives and our divine team. And so what I would like to do is open up now for any questions, answers. Let us know where you're all from. Once again, I'm Bridget Parvin, and this is Doug Parvin. Our website is bridgetparvin.com or bridgetserenitystudio.com. Either one, and you can find us on the Facebook page, How to Get Your Life Back, where I am writing a book on addictions and healing through your addictions from divine help. And so it will be coming out this year, and so I'm really excited about it, and I thank everybody for the love and support, and we'll keep you posted. More will be revealed. More will definitely be revealed, so just want to keep you guys in the loop with what's happening, and I want to look for a question. Let's see, there's got so many friends here. Hi friends, love you all so much. So it looks like Ansu, could I have a reading around if I will get married? Thank you and blessings to all. Oh, how beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to go with the angel answers. If you're going to get married, I'm getting it. Absolutely you are. All in divine timing, and there's something coming up. I'm getting that you need to get out and about a little bit more is what's coming through, and do the things that you enjoy that bring your heart fulfillment is coming through. And so one of the things is this is a discovery upon, this is said with great love, okay? That partner is not going to complete you. And so what your angels are asking you to do is do the thing and hold the space where things that bring you great joy. So it's like when you and your beloved will join together, you will be more instead, it's kind of like instead of one pillar in the middle holding up a building or a room, you will still be a pillar at opposite ends with your own interest, and then you'll be joining in the middle. But there's something where, Ansu, where there's some discovery of finding out what you want, what you're looking for, making yourself a list with 2 columns, what your wants are in a relationship and what your needs are. And also of really falling in love and bringing that great love to yourself, and then that will enrich in the commitment of what you're seeking and what you're looking for. Those things need to be done first before the other to fill in the part, so there's not emptiness that just to get married isn't going to like get married and this is it. That's not going to bring the true happiness, but the happiness is an inside job, and that's what's coming through. So if you believe, so do the things to take care of yourself, show yourself great love. I'm seeing you will have partnerships and all of that in the midst of it, but you really have this self-discovery journey that's happening right now. So this is not exactly the right time, even though like last month might have been, but there's something with some soul searching going on right now. So there's 2 cards that say no, and I'm getting wait, and now is not the time. So even if you are in a relationship, Anzu, make sure that you carve out the time to do the things for some self-care and finding out what you thoroughly enjoy. You can do this work in an existing relationship. So it's not like if you're in one, you have to cut and run and leave one. This is something that, and if you are in an existing relationship, this needs to be done for yourself no matter what. Whether there's a beloved one in there that your partner's with, just that self-discovery part and self-love is vital right now. So thanks for joining us, Ansu. So happy that you're here with us. And now it's your turn, Doug.
I want to swing over here to Instagram.
Hi, Instagram friends.
Hi, Instagram. Yes, thank you. I was having some technical difficulties there over on Instagram.
What was it, the computer or the...
Actually, it was...
Wave broadband.
No, it was lack of power is my dilemma. There's a saying in recovery called lack of power is my dilemma. I'd forgotten to plug in and charge the battery on one of the iPads. And
what? Here I'm trying to blame Wave Broadband.
I had to use Bridget's phone,
I'm like,
so thank you over on Instagram.
Okay, the bills were paid. Just kidding. That said with great love. So that's what it was.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Good.
So it looks like Anna. Anna from Portugal. Love from Portugal.
Okay.
Hello, can I have a reading about my job, please? Okay, let's actually, I want to go with the life purpose.
Right there. That was funny. Wave Broadband is really a good company.
Yes.
They do a lot of work. Yes. They go above and beyond.
So, let's see. Anna, let's see. Oh, very good. Okay. So, Anna, I think I'm getting that right. Instagram always is interesting. Instagram. Okay, so Anna, for you, the first card here we have author. And it says, you have a book inside of you that wishes to be expressed. Make the time to write it. So there you go. And, you know, we all have a book inside of us, but, and here it is, you know, saying to take the time, make the time to write it. So here again, taking and making that space, and not putting it off. It's like take that make a specific time like meditation or something. It's like, make that time to do it, to step, even if it's, 15 minutes or whatever, take increments to do it. Just jot something down, even just, have a pad of paper or something with you, and just write down little words that'll remind you of what you were thinking of. And do that. And here it's great because if you look, as the gal here in the picture's writing, there's an angel with her, guiding her and helping her, and she's got her arm on her shoulder and holding her. So you're supported as you go through this process. And some of that process is, I think everybody should write their own story, if it's just to get it out on paper and get it out and look at it, and again, having that support. And as you're doing that, the next one here is talk to your angels. Instead of worrying, ask for divine guidance. That's a big one. Instead of worrying, ask for divine guidance. So here again, we're talking today about don't quit before the miracle happens. It says instead of worrying, just keep moving forward and going in that direction. And that's the thing. One of the things about writing is it brings up a lot of things that may be glossed over or something. And as you go down those threads, you can start to see things that pop out. And ask for divine guidance. And here again, just taking that time in meditation or something, and in prayer and meditation, and ask for that divine guidance. And being still and being quiet, it's not just praying, it's stopping and pausing and listening to what guidance you're getting. We have that intuitive, we have that knower inside of us, and listen to that. Listen to your own voice, but asking and putting it out there, and ask your angels for help. God and your angels for help. And then the next card here is support. Your life purpose fully supports you. And I love this. And it looks like, let's see, what the question about my job, please. And so here it looks like, you can see here in the picture, I love this pink wings. So here again, I'm getting in the healing arts and medical and that kind of a field. And with the pink wings, Archangel Jophiel, just bringing in that love into the people that you work with and that you work around, and you emanate that. And so keeping that, first and foremost is that love, but there's a love with a protection, a love with a security and a safety. And that's what, doing this inner work, and this is, being an author and writing your own story, getting that out and doing our own inner work, and then we can take that and then share it with others, and then that's that supporting, loving protection that you have, and it's keeping that humility. You can kind of see him; he's kind of, looking downward, but it's not boisterous. It's more, that humility. It's like, yeah, I've sharing your experience with it, and so. It says your life purpose fully supports you. So do what you love. Be who you are, and that's what we need. We need everybody to step into their purpose and be who they are. And here again, Archangel Jophiel working with her, and protecting that pink, using that pink light. And the beautiful thing about it, it's a safe, loving protection. It lets love in and lets love out, through, but it also protects you, because being sensitive, you need to take care and then do that self-care as well. So I hope that helps. Thank you, Anna. Thanks for joining us from Portugal.
Yes, and on Instagram. Okay, so now we have Morgan Light. Hi guys, please pull a card reading about finances. So I'm going to get these abundance cards for you, Morgan. Thanks for joining us. You have such a beautiful name. Love it. Okay, so for finances. Oh, 2 cards came from that one. So I'm going to, 2 cards came from that one, and I'm going to pull another one because 2 cards piggybacked on that. So this first card for you, Morgan, it says, release jealousy. Jealousy is an affirmation that you don't have something, and the universe manifests exactly as you affirm. Let other people's successes inspire rather than frustrate you. If they can have it, so can you. So this is really beautiful. And this isn't seen as a, what's coming through, it's not a vindictive jealousy. It's as simple as even a thought, well, kind of like, well, they're lucky, they get to go to Hawaii. And it's like cancel, clear, delete. If you have a friend and how to practice this, if they're going to Hawaii, let them know that you're happy for them and wish them that they have fun. It's as simple as that, because it's practicing going, that kind of a thought of lucky them, or I wonder if I'll ever get to go, or any of that. That just kind of keeps that at bay. And so it's not anything really malicious is what's coming through, but it's just watch and see where that habit forms up. Watch and see where the habit forms up. Second one, amazingly, so this piggybacked with the other one, was the next card that's coming. Release resentments about money. Yes, the money system of the world can seem upsetting, but holding resentments about finances just pushes your abundance away. Instead, see money as a tool that you can use to better the world, and this shift will help you attract support and golden opportunities. So in this, no matter what, come from whatever you have, share. Whatever, if you want time, give time away. If you want to share, and if you want goodwill, bring goodwill. Bring abundance shows in all these different forms, and just practice whatever you're looking for. Practice doing it, and that will come to you. It's not why we do it. It is just of practicing the path of trust and belief in that. Here's the card that came up with it when I picked when the two were kind of stuck. Organize for success. Do not let the word organize intimidate you, as it is simply a way for you to ensure clarity of purpose. Organize your thoughts, your reports, your living and workspace, and your finances will help you know and plan your next action steps. So I'm getting organization, simplify, less is more. I'm also getting a minimalist type of thing, and getting some mantras going, that your creator is your source, all your needs are met. Over and over, even get it on an index card or a stickum. My creator is my source, all my needs are met. And just keep on affirming, keep on doing it just like a mantra, and do that. Next card is, and this is where the action steps come from, of what we were talking about earlier, about taking action steps. Moonlighting. So moonlighting is, you can start working on your dream career part-time while keeping your other job to pay the bills. Soon your dream career will take flight and fully support you. So in the order that these are, with the moonlighting, it's do what you're doing regularly, and then just kind of like as a hobby time, search your heart and find out what your interests are, and start bringing that to the surface. Start practicing and dedicating time daily and weekly to bring that forth more into your life. So these first two things, the releasing jealousy, releasing your old ideas about money that are no longer serving you. Okay? And so see what your relationship is with money. Ask yourself, do a little meditation with money. I love it. I'm seeing a book that would be really good, the Prosperity book by Randolph Price. I got it at Angel Camp when I went there many years ago, and doing affirmations and 30-day things with your relationship and your words with money, and old ideas that aren't even yours. So they were from your lineage, and so this is a generational thing that's been passed down, and I'm saying nip that, take care of that, and then start practicing organizing your time, organizing your thoughts, and getting your moonlighting stuff going. But I see that this is just old energy that needs to, thank you for the love, thank you for the lessons, and just kind of get it out of your area out of your space, and so you're gonna be fine. Just these exercises, just even do some research on positive affirmations with relationships with money, and you're gonna do great, Morgan. Okay.
There's the one, I think it's a book, or somebody who's gonna write a book, 7 years to be an overnight success, or something like that. That's like sticking with the don't quit before the miracles happen.
Yeah, that's
always, yeah. 7 years to become an overnight success.
That's great. That's great. So time frame wise, we've got about 15 more minutes.
Okay.
So because we started 10 minutes, so on Instagram, you know how that will
it'll start
shut it down.
Counting down for us.
Yes.
So, let's see. Let's go back over here.
Oh, there was Amy Stokes. What is ahead in the love department?
In the love department.
Yes.
I'm going to go with the
Awesome.
Radley Valentine Angel Tarot. Hello, Amy.
Hi, Amy.
Thanks for joining us.
Yes. Come by and say hi, Amy. Well, the love department. Love is all around in your family. And your daughter just got married in December. Congratulations. That was awesome to be a part of that and see the beautiful union and celebration.
Oh, these are good cards.
So
They're all
this
good
is
cards.
for Amy. What's going on in the love
Amy.
department?
So in the love department, it says the first card here is the Page of Air. Logical, honest, impulsive, and curious. Challenging information delays or changed plans. Truth delivered without tact. So here again, don't quit before the miracle happens. And I'm getting to it's that logical, honest, impulsive, and curious. So bringing that into the forefront and being more impulsive in going and doing things and see where things how things unfold. And here again, there's a lot of pictures in this, and it's like there's a wolf and a lion and a unicorn, and it's like just there's a lot of power there, and a lot of and with the unicorn, it's like having that impulsive and that curiosity and just going out there and trying new things and get away from the logical. Don't get out of the head. Kind of just go out more like the unicorns. It's like being out there and just putting yourself out there into those things. And the next one is the Six of Air. By doing this and stepping out a little more, doing classes or anything like that. So anyway, the Six of Air. It says things are looking up. The end of a difficult situation. Taking a trip. So here you've done a lot of work. You've moved through a lot of things. Now it's time to open yourself up and allow that love to come in. And I love this picture. And it's this with the horse coming across, and he's in a boat. He's in a boat here, and he's going across, and he's coming, crossing shores, and give yourself that, give yourself that after, going through the things and just opening yourself and being more receptive. And so the next card here is the Ten of Earth. So all these coming up too, and then here with this card here, it says a very happy family life. Here's a good one. Financial security. And finding magic in the little things in life. So here you go. I mean, look at this. It's like, got the family going on there, and just, the abundance. And I like the little fireflies in this image.
It's a beautiful card.
And yeah, it's a very beautiful card. And just, again, being receptive, and I'm getting more so. It's like taking that step out, and if something may sound funny to you, or some class or something sounds a little funny, try it and try and see what happens and see what how it resonates or how it goes. But it's time, yes. it's time.
Oh, how beautiful. Well, I am looking through here. Let me see. Okay, we've got... This is all in order. Sandra Crow. Hi, could I have a reading, please, with regards to my father's health? Okay, so I'm going to go through here. Thank you, Sandra, for joining us. With your father's health. What's your father's name? If you could put that on there, if you're on here, that would be great. Well, first, if with your permission, we'd like to send good thoughts, love, and prayers going your father's way too. That's what we all kind of do here in this tribe in our community. Oh, this is wonderful. Jose, okay, thank you. Thank you. Okay, so all of our friends out there, all of you people, send good energy, good thoughts, and good prayers to Jose, okay? First of all, Sandra, please don't worry, is what your angels are saying. Go into meditation, go into prayer. My crown chakra is tingling up with that. So this has to do with digestion is what's coming through in organic foods. So the simpler, give the digestive system a break here. I'm getting kind of like overload from it's taken his body a lot to digest what he's ingesting. And it's going into like working really hard with that. I'm getting some inflammation. I am not a medical expert. So, in that, I'm just tuning in with this. So in conjunction with getting him the medical help and with working on organic foods. So your guys are empowered. It says, thank you for supporting my desire to consume and use organic products. The rest that he's consuming is taking a toll and playing havoc on. So get some kind of a coach or something and get him on a good regimen with his eating patterns. So have faith, okay? And that's so beautiful. Have faith. Dear Jesus and Archangel Raphael, thank you for boosting my faith so that I may trust in miracles. So in this is what your angels are saying. Don't put any fear, turn it into prayer. Take the action steps. You guys are empowered by being able to do this kind of stuff. Look and see. And I also love the book, You Can Heal Your Life by Louise Hay, and look up systematically what's happening with that. Fresh air, I'm getting that fresh air, nature, being out in the trees. And this says, Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for helping me breathe easier in all ways. I'm getting he's been cooped up. It's kind of like that saying, you are what you eat, and what he is ingesting is what he's feeling. And you could eat a hamburger for lunch could have ate it a couple days ago. The residuals from that are long lasting, and so you will feel that through the week and all of that. And then later on, when it feels like a tank, you wonder what happened, and the angels are saying these are the types of things. But really have faith, everything's going to be okay. But just rest assured, and look and see with light walking, nature, fresh air, water, and the foods that are ingesting are playing a big part in it. So keep us posted, and let's all send Jose lots of love, and we certainly send you also lots of love, Sandra. Okay, so then this might be the group reading.
Yeah, I can probably get one more.
Okay, one more? Okay, good.
And
then we'll do the group reading.
What's this one?
That is 3127 Denise. Okay. On Instagram. Hello.
Having lunch with you again. Thank you for joining us for lunch.
Yeah.
I'd like a reading if possible. Love you too. Okay. How about we're going to go with Robert Reeves, and Doreen has their angel.
Beautiful.
Flower therapy.
Nice.
Joyful. Okay. Ooh, nice.
We all need to stop and smell the flowers.
Exactly. That's kind of what this looks like it's saying here. So, Denise, okay, it says world energy.
Ooh.
And it says the earth is going through a transition of energy. and your sensitive body is feeling it. You're not alone. Accept the help of others. So here again,
Beautiful.
being in community, being together, and just recharging our batteries in these groups and whatnot, and being able to be of service, to the world energy. It's like bringing that, there's other things going on, and it's just keeping our frequencies, and we talked about frequency shifts in the beginning, and keeping our frequencies up on a higher vibration, and we do our best. And how do you do that? Is the next card. It says cleanse your energy. So here, this is the African violet, and let's see. It says when you release negativity, the answer to your question shines through. So here again, just taking that pause, taking that self-care, and you see here that you both got, really pretty purple flowers here, and the African violet's got that yellow in the middle, kind of that power, bringing that power back, but taking that time to cleanse your own energy, putting that oxygen mask on self first. Thank you for joining us for lunch, but doing things like that, and like so we go where we get fed, so we can be of better service and be more focused. And also again, by doing that is the daisy. It's simplify your life.
Wow.
Very powerful. It says you've had so much going on that you spread yourself too thin. This card, this has to change now so your vitality can recharge. So here again, cleansing your energy, world energy, not absorbing that, taking care of yourself, and just simplifying. Right now it's a season, in California, it's the winter season, and it's going inward and taking care of yourself and nurturing yourself, and that way you can be of better service outwardly. And because that's what, worldly, that's what we need is the light workers. So we need to take care of ourselves.
Thank you, Denise. So what I'm going to do, Rhett needs a reading, so I'm going to do a quick reading, and then I'll have you, if you don't mind, doing the group reading. So Rhett, first of all, I was so proud of you. In a brief, it scrolled by really quick. It looked like that you had a relationship work-wise with a client, and it went on for years, and it looked like it dissolved. Perfect. It unfolded the way it was supposed to be, and your angels are saying, yay, to thine own self be true. And I see him going, rock on, sister. Archangel Michael is really holding the space for that and kind of buffering the situation and easing it out of your field. Just it wasn't serving anymore. And thank you for the love. Thank you for the lessons. And I'm so proud of you also. Okay, wow, perfect. This was a popper, which means a popper is I'm shuffling it. It just kind of pops out and says, pick me. It picks itself. It doesn't even pick me. It's like it picks itself.
Like an exclamation mark.
Oh, I'm so beautiful. You can't make this stuff up. You just can't make this stuff up. Kali, endings and beginnings. Okay, so you're right. It was right in the pocket. Very sweet of how this unfolded, of how it dissolved. The old must be released so that the new can enter. And this is, I just have goosebumps with such great strength and power. And it's a new dawn is what's coming through. It's a new day, new beginnings, darling. And Rhett, it was perfect. And you carry this wisdom in you, and you knew it was too, and your great beautiful heart just did not know when or how, but it was just perfect, dissolving. The next one is Isis, past life. And in that, the situation involves your past life memories. I am seeing in this situation that it was time for you to step up to the plate and say, enough is enough. It would have kept on going if it had not been up to you to have that strength and courage inside of yourself. The next one is Hather, receptivity. Allow yourself to receive. And this person, not said with judgment, they were just like siphoning the gasoline, siphoning the life force. And this is allow yourself to receive. This will increase your intuition, energy, and your ability to give to others. It was just like kind of like when you have your vehicle and in the car and someone siphons gas. It's like that gas belongs in the car, and our body is a vehicle. It was just taking your energy, and this person really, they wanted help, but they really just wanted to talk about it versus taking action steps, and it was really draining, and time for you to move on. And now you have more strength and more opportunity for that to be of maximum service to others. And hold the space with your clients of Creator and Angel. Send me the clients that I want to work with. Send me the clients that I honor and they honor me. Send me the clients that I respect and they respect me, etc. I see Instagram. Woo!
We lost
We lost Instagram. By Instagram. And so just really hold the space of clients with honor and respect going two ways, a mutual thing. So Rhett, I'm so proud of you. Give yourself a big, big, big hug. And that's awesome. So now will you do the group reading?
Sure.
Okay, thank you, love.
And for the group, I want to go with the abundance cards. Grant Virtue and Doreen Virtue.
Nice.
Yeah.
2018.
So, yeah, that's that. Yeah. I love, we were somewhere and there was a sign on the wall, and I loved what it said. It said, follow your dreams. They know the way.
Oh, I like that.
And it was like, wow, instead of trying to push things and make things happen, it's just like, no, the dreams. It's like when I was mentioning about earlier I shared about the dreams with, living up in the area that I live up in here now, and that was a dream that was forgotten about. And it's like, my dreams know the way, just follow the path.
That is good. I need a tattoo. I do. I need a new tattoo.
Just write it on the mirror, maybe not a tattoo.
No, I need a tattoo of that one. You guys know, right? Trust me.
Right?
Right? Click.
Okay.
Yes,
so
Bridget does.
For everybody. Oh, this is great. So, the first card for us is the conscious consumer. You have the power to heal and help the world with your decisions to buy only products and services that are ethical and environmentally friendly. A conscious consumer. Choose to invest in fair trade and organic goods.
Mm-hmm.
You live simply. And you can purchase only that which you need. So here again, taking that time and voting with the money.
Yes.
Voting with the money. I know that's like the wonderful thing with. I thought we were voting about the labeling GMO things, and it didn't go through, and I was like, oh my gosh, what? And then people voted with their money, and now it's become labeled anyway. so here it is we have, you could still put that out there. So being a conscious consumer, voting with your money and putting that energy into the things that you want to see. And here again, putting the money, and then the next one here is God is your source. Everything you need is supplied by the infinite source of God, and your faith opens the doorway to receive. In God there is no lack or limitation. Rather, there is plenty of abundance for all to share. So here again, trusting, and that's don't quit before the miracle happens. Just trusting in the process, moving forward, one step in front of the other. Like I said, some days just putting one foot in front of the other, and just doing that's in front of you. Instead of projecting or getting, that's that same story. If you pray, why worry? If you worry, then why pray? So it's like just putting that energy and moving forward into those goals and dreams that you want, and being flexible, always being flexible. And I like that too. It's like saying those prayers. It's like this is my prayer in my finite little mind. This or something better, because sometimes it's like, I'll limit myself. So this or something better. So God is your source, being a conscious consumer. And then it says here, pay yourself first. Make yourself the most important financial obligation by setting aside a portion of your income every time you are paid. This is a loving form of self-care. It ensures that you'll be saving to invest in your present and in your future. So here again,
nice.
Here again, having that, taking that time and having those things that don't overspend or doing that, in excess, but just taking care of it. If you've got, have the money set aside that if you want or need something or like something that just really resonates, that treat yourself and to get this and to get it or do it or take that class or whatever it is, but be true to you and be good to you. And then just to pay yourself first too is, again, self-care. I think primary first and foremost. So thank you guys for joining us this week. Looking forward to another great week and opportunities for growth and all that kind of fun stuff.
Yes. So we want to close before Facebook Live cuts us off. Instagram already did, which is fine. And so we will see you next week. Same place, same time. Thank you for the love and thank you for the support. And the light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.
Namaste.
Bye-bye. Bye, guys. Bye, Kismet. Mwah. Thank you.